comedians, and all sorts of ignorant people. So make sure you join me, J.R. Bank, along with him.
That'd be me too, Jay Washington, along with him.
Illinois Jones.
Yeah.
For Educated Insanity. Wednesdays, 4 to 6 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You ever thought about being a volleyball where you can become the next volleyball broadcaster? Go to BeOnAir.com or call 630-916-1700.
I'm hot. I'm cold. I'm shaking. My nose is running. Baby, I need a fix.
Have you tried ChicagolandSportsRadio.com? Mondays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for the Chicago Sports Fix.
Mondays? Baby girl, I don't think I can wait that long. I don't think I can wait till no Monday.
Trust me, it's worth the wait. As Rob Zielinski, Josh Catlow, and Ken Morris will discuss all you need to know about Chicago sports and beyond.
Baby, I didn't hear a word you just said on account of all the shaking and the hot and the cold. Could you repeat that, baby?
That's Chicago Sports Fix on Mondays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Rob Zielinski, Josh Catlow, and Ken Morris on Chicagoland Sports Radio.
And welcome back to the Celebrity Fill in the Blank game. Moving on to the next round, we're going to be discussing the Jarrett Payton Show on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. to noon. Let's move along to our first contestant, Darth Vader. In one word, describe the Jarrett Payton Show.
Impressive.
That's terrific. Tom Hanks, moving along to you. How would you describe the on-air chemistry between Jarrett Payton and his co-host, Ernie Scatton?
Charming.
That's better than hot soup. Let's move along to professional wrestling legend, the Ultimate Warrior. Mr. Warrior, how important to you is the Jarrett Payton Show?
That is why I breathe.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for playing, gentlemen, and remember, that's the Jarrett Payton Show on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 a.m. to noon on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
This is Stephen Mielhausen, the host of the Fight Club Chicago. The Fight Club Chicago used to be on Monday and Friday, 1 to 5 p.m. Central Time. Not anymore. The Fight Club Chicago now will be on Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Central Time, as we bring you the best from the UFC, Bellator, Strikeforce, the world of boxing, and the world of professional wrestling. You'll get the premier interviews in all of combat sports. So tune in.
From the South team, an outside hitter from Wheaton Warrenville South who will be attending Loyola next year, number 17, Thomas Jeske. Next, from Glenbrook North, attending Miami, Ohio next year, outside hitter, number 3, Patrick Bedford. Next, an outside hitter from Naperville North who will be attending Penn State next year, number 12, Spencer Sauter. Next, from Loyola, attending Purdue next year, outside hitter, number 12, Chris Kulava. Next, from Lincoln Way East, who will be attending St. Ambrose next year, an outside hitter, number 15, Nate Reuter. Next, from Glenbrook East, attending Hope International next year, a middle hitter, number 17, Tim Schenken. From Wheaton Warrenville South, attending Penn State next year, middle hitter, number 13, Matt Calloway. Next, from Barrington, attending USC next year, a middle hitter, number 16, Tommy Leonard. Next, from Lincoln Way Central, attending St. Ambrose next next year. A middle hitter, number 15, Clay Herman. Next, from Vernon Hills, attending Ball State, and opposite, number 20, Martin Linchewski. Next, from Wheaton Warrenville South, attending Nazareth next year, opposite hitter, number 11, Tim Zybert. Next, from Glenbrook North, attending Miami of Ohio next year, a setter, number 1, Kyle Bedford. Next up from Sandburg, attending Lewis University next year, setter number 26, Scott Pfeiffer. Next from Wheaton Warrenville South, attending Colorado State next year, setter number 3, Kid Bruzek. Next from Mother Rice, attending St. Ambrose next year, setter number 33, Dan Dwyer. From Barrington, libero number 17, Austin Sarnecki. Next from Wheaton Warrenville South, going to Iowa State next year, the libero number 4, Dan Eastman. Next from West Aurora, attending Cardinal Stritch next year, the libero number 2, Patrick Ronan. And from Lincoln Way East, attending University of Illinois next year, the libero number 20, Jake Tamaris. These are your Illinois Boys All-Stars for 2012. How about a round of applause for all of them? Congratulations on a great accomplishment, Dallas. Our officials tonight are Rich Farahi and Sean Bohini. Just a couple of quick notes before we begin the match today. We'll be playing the best 2 out of 3 games, but we will also be using NCAA rules for the game, which means, amongst other things, for a net violation, must be top of the net tape, and the player must be involved in the play, and the pursuit rule will also be allowed. Folks, we do not have a concession stand, but we do have machines in the hallway and in the cafeteria. There's also restrooms as well as an empty by the admission table. Folks, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Good luck. Play ball. And finally, I'm very happy to announce that one of our partners for our match this year is SportsTownChicago.com, Illinois Center for Broadcasting. You can see that they will be taping the match and doing a play-by-play that you'll be able to watch online at SportsTownChicago.com. To Peter Ferreri and his staff, thank you very much for joining us and for your work with us tonight. Thank you.
And welcome one, welcome all. Dr. Pete alongside Kyle Griffin here on SportsTownChicago.com in a league of our own. North versus South and the West players scattered throughout. Thank you to Brother Paul Ickes for allowing that to happen. We have a game of games here, and we want to thank everybody, especially the Illinois High School Volleyball Coaches Association, for allowing us to be here today. We got a great matchup. It's the All-Star game. So going right to left is going to be the South team head coach, Sean Arroyola from Sandburg High School. Left to right, the North team with Coach Nathan Branson from Naperville North. We had a chance to talk to both the coaches throughout the time here today, so really excited to be joining us, all of you at home, and joining the game here today. The first ever boys All-Star game for the state of Illinois. I mean, when you have so many great things like, you know, the second biggest mecca, I guess you could say, for volleyball, for boys high school volleyball in the country, second only to California, the second most teams always perennially in the top 50 teams in the nation, number 2 in terms of recruiting. I mean, when you go down the line here, Miami, Ohio, Purdue, USC, Ball State, Colorado State, Loyola, Penn State, 2 players, Penn State, Iowa State, U of I. The list goes on and on and on for some of the great players that are here and are going to be here playing right in front of us in just a few moments. Again, the officials say Mr. Dohangan and Mr. Rich Farahi. Excuse me on that one. But again, left to right is going to be the North team. Just go through some of the lineups really quickly. Lawson, Bedford, Balava, Schenken, Leonard, Nimcheski, Bedford, Bruzik, Zarnecki, and Ronan. Just 2 days ago, championship. Wheaton, Warrenville, South the Tigers. Undefeated all year and kept it that way throughout the postseason, taking out Glenbrook North. And we're underway. Serve over by Bedford. High set. Decoy across middle. Spike down for Naperville North's Sauter. Tip at the net. Far side. Off the double. Good pick up by number 4, Eastman. Spike across the middle. That one goes a bit out of bounds. And we're underway. 1-0 your score, Kyle.
And once again, just like you said, Pete, a lot of these guys coming off the state championship run, and one of them right there, Jeske, trying to go across the middle.
Hop serve by Bedford. Set near side. Spike going a bit far, but giving the tip there is going to be Sauter, and 1-1 is going to be your score after the first one went out of bounds. Back to serve is going to be number 26, Pfeiffer, out of Sandburg. He is heading to Lewis University, one of the setters for the South team. Huge jump serve, and that one goes into the net, and 2-1 your score.
Got a lot of height on both of these teams, and you're going to see that use to every bit of the advantage for both sides.
Back to serve, big jump serve by Lawson. Dig underneath cleanly by South. High set is going to be by Lawson. Spike down, kill. Boy, oh boy, Timmy Leonard. He's USC bound, and he showed why just there out of Barrington High School. He was a true leader on the Barrington squad. Serve over, bump down low, set back to the net. Spike attempt hits off the top of the tape. Leonard sends it over, and misplay there. Point goes to South, and 3-2 going to be your score.
And that it is. Going back and forth is what it's going to be. It's going to be a long and grueling match. Both teams are going to have to grind it out.
Back set, spike down, diving, not able to get it, a bit out of bounds. Number 4, Eastman, and 4-2 your score. Just go over some notes. When we talked to Coach Nathan, he's very excited. I mean, he said, the elite level of talent, 196 teams in the greater Chicagoland area, and he gets to coach 10 of the best players out of those 196. So huge honor for that. Set at the net, back set, kill attempt. That one goes a bit far. Line judge calls it out. Point goes to South. He also said one player he's really excited to coach is Tim Schenken, Glenbard East. We'll get to that in a moment. Hop serve over. Callaway not able to dig down low is going to be Lawson. Point goes to South. But, he said Tim Schenken out of Glenbard East, he's like, it's not often you have a player at such an elite level, also a phenomenal player with good character. So very excited to be coaching him. Set far side, Bedford. Good dig by Sandberg's own. Near side, Jeske goes for the kill. Jeske able to get that one down in bounds. 5-4 going to be your score now on SportsTownChicago.com.
Jeske going after his setter Bruzik on the other side. Both of these teams, have a couple players that they have either played with or played against, so they kind of know each other.
Hop serve over is going to be by Callaway, and that one goes out on the return. Point goes to South. Want to remind everybody, if you've ever considered being a volleyball broadcaster, beonair.com. 6-4 your score. Hop serve over. Back set, trying to kill with the right hand. Good dig underneath it. Set far end tennis, spike off the double. Tip at the net, joust one on the near side by the North team. Good play at the net by the aforementioned Tim Schenken out of Glenbard East 6-5.
Yeah, you like seeing the good net play. Both teams, like I said before, have great height, and they're going to use it. And right there, both teams showing their muscles.
Serve over. Spike down. Underneath it is North. Play at the net. Herman. Set. 10-foot line. Kill attempt. That blocks around, but falls down. Pinball wizard there for Ian Lawson out of Glenbard West, going to Quincy College, tied up at 6.
Hey, you like seeing these kids. Most all of them are committed, so it's a good thing.
At the net, and that one goes far. Spencer Sauter, Penn State bound, gets the kill. Substitution coming in is going to be Tamaris, one of the serve specialists. Again, fantastic opportunity, said Coach Nathan about this. And we'll get to what Coach Royla had to say in just a moment. Set far side spike, high off the double. Left hand not able to keep it alive as Jaski. And 7-7 going to be your score. But Coach Royla said a great honor. And when I asked him, anybody in particular you're excited to coach, he's like, how about all the kids from Wheaton Warrenville South that just won the state championship? Is that a good enough answer?
Yeah, that is a very good answer.
And far serve that time for Bedford. 8-7 going to be your score. About to serve over is going to be Jaski. Big jump serve. Underneath it cleanly is North. Set far side. Going for the kill. Saying it far is going to be Lawson. 9-7. Again, both players did have some scrimmaging earlier today, which North team did win. Again, we're going best of 3 for this All-Star game. Big jump serve by Jaski. And that one just drops in bounds. First ace of the day there for the South team. What a play, what a play.
Well, one thing you find interesting is you don't have the Wheaton Warrenville South faithfuls here, but at the state tournament, whenever he would serve, they would go boom, because it's a thundering serve he has.
Set 10-foot line, and that one goes a bit far, so point goes again to South. 11-7, your score. Back to serve is going to be Jaski. Big jump serve again, able to get underneath it cleanly is North. Joust at the net, rolls back for Royer. Set far side, underneath it is Bedford to the 10-foot line, spike far. Set at the net, Bruzik with this, Bruzik the setter with a beautiful set to Schenken. Great play there, 11-8 your score. Back to serve now is going to be number 17, Zarnecki. Big jump serve, right hand. That one goes into the net. 12-8 is going to be your score. Back to serve now is going to be Eastman out of Wheaton Warrenville South. State champion. He's playing libero for the South team. Nothing like having a state championship libero as your starting setter, as Wheaton Warrenville South like to see, and sending it too far on the directional set for North. 13-8 your score.
And Ronan trying to go with the two-hand bump over the two-hand set over the top, going for that left corner. Just couldn't get it there.
High set at the net. Bruzik far side. Spike down, and that one. 13-9 going to be your score now. Quick substitution. Checking in is Marty Nimcheski. Again, all proceeds for today going to the Fisher House, helping military families. We'll get to more on that in a minute. That one goes a bit far. Tip called, though, so South gets point 14-9. But for the Fisher House, talk to Brother Ickes, the formulator of this lovely, lovely game. And he said, hey, it's something the guys can relate to. A lot of these guys have friends or family that are part of the military, and so helping those families is something that the players surely appreciate. Big kill on the near side by Lawson. And again, all proceeds benefiting the Fisher House. They provide free or low-cost lodging to veterans and military families receiving treatment at military medical centers. For more information on them and at great cost, go to fisherhouse.org.
It's a great cause, one that has military in the family, and same